Ooh. It is great because today you ate Carolina Reaper. It's the very spicy pepper. And then I ate a bunch of ice cream to try and see what was going on in my mouth. It was very, very spicy. So yeah, cool. Beautiful. So I've got multiple lives going on right now. It's a cool app I have now where I can go live on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. Which is really cool. Let's try. Oh, here we go. Yo. Oh, boom. Now I can see all the chat. What's up, Rambo? Dude, stoked to see you. Kiwi, Colin, Brian Cole. All right, folks. Let's talk about getting stronger. Oh, nice. Now I can see the chat here. Man, this is the worst web app. Well, let's just read them. Okay, so let's start with, is it even possible to get stronger while you're losing fat? The first thing to ask yourself is, where are you at with your journey? Have you been training consistently? Do you have lots of fat to lose? Do you have not a ton of experience with weight training? Dude, you just go to the gym, start lifting some weights consistently. Anything will make you stronger. Even just doing some push-ups, doing some squats, you're going to get stronger. And if at the same time, we can control what we're doing on the food side of things and get into a calorie deficit, sorry, I have absolutely chaotic music that I'm happening. There we go. So yeah, it's absolutely possible. It's just most people think that you can't get stronger because you're eating food. They think that means muscle loss. In reality, the majority of people who aren't super exotically lean, super jacked muscular, they have lots of opportunity to grow some muscle while losing fat. And muscle is your primary driver of strength adaptations outside of just neurological efficiency. Like if I start squatting today, I'll get way stronger over the next few weeks because I haven't squatted heavy in a long time. When I gave up the powerlifting stuff, so I'll get back into practice with squatting, and my squats will go up like crazy. I'm getting stronger for sure, but in order to keep getting stronger after a while, I'll have to put on some more muscle. Yo, what's up, Tiger? I sent you an email this morning about getting set up with your fat loss goals. I hope that was helpful. Any questions, guys? Just fire away. I can see the chat here. It's great to see you guys. YouTube. We got 6 people from YouTube, a handful from Instagram. So yeah, when it comes to setting up your plan for fat loss and getting stronger at the same time, we absolutely have to have calorie control and resistance training in there. And we have a great question from Alan. Is lifting and building muscle while in a deficit in weight loss affect the scale weight number and scale fluctuations? Yeah, I think that hard training absolutely will affect what you see on the scale. Like if I go and smash a super intense session lower body, big muscle groups, lots of involvement. A lot of the time I will see a little bit of a bump up on the scale in the coming days. I think just from fluid being stored. I don't know exactly what it is, but absolutely, I think hard training can affect what you see on the scale, especially if we're talking hard cardio training, because now we're also talking about loss of fluids, depletion of glycogen. Patrick says, let's go slacker. Winded, fix that, yo. I'm walking on an incline here. I've got a pretty good setup going. I wanted to go on the stationary. They're all kind of busy, which is weird because I figured that, at this point, the weekend, long weekend, I was like, man, I thought everyone's supposed to be out drinking beer. Robert Pantano, great question. Any tips for training for a man over 65? Yeah, man. I mean, look, here's the thing. Fundamentally, everything is the same. Everything that works for someone who's 20 or 30 or 40 is going to work for you too, fundamentally. But we maybe just need to adjust things a little bit to make sure that we're selecting the most joint-friendly exercises for you, to make sure that we're doing the right amount of training volume so that you're building muscle and getting stronger without feeling beat up all the time. That's really it. Outside of that, everything else is the same, man. I think a lot of folks are way too quick to jump into personalizing things for themselves, and they're not already doing the fundamental stuff, all those boring recommendations that everyone says are a good idea. We want the special program. So yeah, just play it smart with load selection, play it smart with your technique, play it smart for exercise selection, and you'll be good to go. Tiger, you bet, dude. I'm happy to help. Glad you found that helpful. Miguel says, hey, Sweaty in the tail. Hey, chat. What's up, dude? How was the birthday? The birthday was awesome, man. I worked 11 or 12 hours. I made a bunch of videos. I coached a bunch of clients. I ate a bunch of cake. I got a great workout in. It's pretty much my ideal day. All I want to do, man, is train and work. Okay. Let's see some more questions. Tough to read. Robert says, thumbs up, Robert. Get after it, dude. I know a lot of dudes who are 65 aren't even open to the idea of getting started with something, so good for you. Alan says, any birthday cake left? No. It's officially all gone as of today. It was so good. A double kiwi. I'm 15 and I want to lose fat. Would there be any advice for me as a complete beginner going to the gym? Yeah. Number one, be consistent. Just commit to showing up. You know that you're not going to be able to transform your body in a month, 2 months, even 3 months. Recognize that you are so freaking young, and that if you can commit to showing up consistently and working hard right now, by the time you're 20, you're going to be in an unreal position. So just stay with it, man. Find a plan you can stick to and keep cooking. That's it. Noah asks, thoughts on the assault bike for conditioning and cardio? It's awesome. I'm a big fan of it. And yeah, I think if you are tossing up between different cardio modalities, you're like, do I want to do incline walking? Do I want to do outdoors, running, biking, swimming, etc., rower, assault bike? Ultimately, the most important thing is which one will you do? That's why I was so into doing jiu-jitsu for a long time, because it's one of those things that actually got me to do cardio, hard cardio. And it felt so good afterwards. And I thought it was just jiu-jitsu being magical and combat sports being dope, which they are. But I think a lot of it is just, it got me doing cardio, which is huge, right? So, yeah, if you like it, go for it. Miguel says, heck yeah, dude. Thanks for the birthday wish, Tiger. Robert said you've been training off and on since your 20s. That's awesome, man. I'm stoked for you. 40 years of off and on training is so good. You're setting yourself up for a very healthy and long retirement where you have high quality of living. I know lots of folks who seem to have just worked their whole life only to retire with a body that doesn't let them do the things they want to do. You can't travel because you got bad knees or bad back, and you can't walk around the city you've always wanted to visit. You've got diabetes, so you can't go enjoy that really tasty food in that special place. And that sucks, So I think as much as we invest in our future financially, we got to do the same thing with health. Holy basil. How do I grow a beard like yours? Facial hypertrophy. Great question, Oliver. Dude, for a long time, I thought I was never going to be able to grow a beard. My two older brothers have like the fucking Neanderthal and Fabio genetics. They just have hairy, super long flow, big mountain man beard. And I was the last to get it in my family. But I always wondered if it would come in, and then it did. And that's cool. I never had to do any hair loss stuff or whatever for my beard. It just came in. Committing, though, to growing the big beard when I had the big boy beard, a bit more than it took a long time. Okay. New comments. David Smith. Yeah, he says, don't wait till you're older. 100%, man. I cannot imagine. Oh, look. I started getting in shape when I was, like 18 or something like that? And it was horrible. It was so hard. Like, my body was sore. I was tired. I was stressed. It felt like an uphill battle. Imagine starting when you're 70 from scratch with a bad knee, with low energy, with a health condition. Roberts has recently gotten rid of the junk food. Good for you, man. I think it's really underrated how much of a benefit you will feel when you just start eating more whole, healthy foods. Like, forget the weight loss, forget the muscle building side of things. You just feel better. Digestion, energy, etc. Alan, while building muscle and trying to lose weight, how much cardio would you recommend per week? Either a number of days or a total of hours? Yeah, I think that number one priority for building muscle and losing weight at the same time is getting the calorie deficit happening and making sure we're training hard for muscle growth. Keeping a high protein diet comes in next, making sure we're sleeping plenty, kind of tied in there. And then we're talking about activity levels, which can help us make the calorie deficit easier to stick to because we don't have to eat such a low amount of calories. So that can be happening purely through steps, daily step goal, or it can happen with some extra cardio. And I think 2 days a week of cardio, 20 to 30 minutes each, is a really great place to start. You can absolutely go above that. And I think going to 3 days a week, 45 minutes to an hour is awesome. If you have the time for it. Anything more than that, you may just benefit more from pulling the calories a little bit lower. So, yeah, in general, I think we want to probably keep the cardio limited to something like 3 sessions a week. Probably not go more than about an hour, but you can get away with a lot less. Rambo Paul says, what do you think about yohimbine for fat loss? Man, there's a word I haven't heard in a long time, and probably for the best. From all the user reports I've heard of yohimbine, which for those who don't know, is a bark that people make an extract of as a supplement for losing fat. And basically, it cranks up your metabolic rate. It makes your heart beat faster, and it makes you burn more calories. The only downside is that when you take it, most people feel like they're having a panic attack, and you feel like you're having an anxiety attack. So I don't think it's worth it. I used to think fat loss supplements were cool, and I was really interested in learning more about them and using them. And then I learned how to lose fat properly, and I never had to worry about that stuff. Or again, I never had to for something like that because I knew that I would just get as lean as I wanted to, as long as I hit my deficit, and I stuck with it. So, personally, think fat loss supplements are stupid outside of like serious weight loss medication. Not worth it. Robert says, I grew up here at 63, now I'm more active, and it's wonderful. Good for you, dude. It's never too late. Hell yeah. Benjamin. Hey, man. What's up? Been watching for a while now. Good stuff. I'm glad I could help, bro. You're up, or you're 45, up from where I was 18 months ago. The worst. But only been able to focus on my fitness past 2 months. Lots to do. Good for you, man. Honestly, I'm so stoked to hear this stuff. Like, I get guys, no joke, message me and say, hey, Mateo, I'm getting older. I'm 35. You know, is it too late for me to get started with this stuff? And I'm like, bro, what the hell? What are you talking about? Like, it's just ridiculous. I think, though, the human brain wants to talk itself into all sorts of reasons why it wouldn't be a good idea for you to get started. And it gives you all the reasons why you shouldn't do it, why it would be harder for you, etc. So, yeah, good for you, man, for silencing that voice and just getting after it. By the way, can you guys hear me okay? I've got these new headphones in, and I'm curious about the microphone quality. I can't hear myself, so I don't know. Yeah, and like further to that point, Benjamin, you know, guys will tell me, hey, Mateo, I don't know if now's the right time for me to get started with losing weight because I have this wrist problem, right? Or this elbow problem. And I'm like, look, bro, there are people out there who are missing their entire arm. Like, how can you tell me that your wrist is the reason you can't get in shape? There are people who are doing this on a, in a wheelchair. I'm glad it sounds okay. Yes, Alan, I am on a treadmill. So, Chris Armstrong, hey boss. Since I started my journey, I'm losing weight and gaining muscle. Great. I've gone through so many YouTube channels, and you've been one of the most legit and honest out there. Thank you. Sounds good. Yeah. Benjamin says he's getting started after an injury. The pics from then are going to be a different sexy man. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, good for you, Ryan. I'm glad you keep on going, dude. Are you guys on your phone? Are you on PC? I'm curious where you're at as far as, can you see the chat and everything? Yeah, Alan started at 55. Guys, Alan's a gentleman I work with. If you haven't seen him in my videos already, he's down an insane amount of weight. He's crushing it. He's lifting. He's getting stronger. He's looking jacked. He's in fantastic shape. He's a super inspiring guy. He works a ton. He's changing his eating behaviors. And yeah, I mean, dude, that I think is the number one trait of the most successful folks I work with is they're coachable. They're willing to take a look at what they're doing, be honest about where they're at, and change their behaviors to something different. That's huge. You have to be flexible. Phone for you today. Dope. I was wondering if I can bring someone in here. I think I can. Let's see. All right, this might be something I regret, but I'm going to post a link to see if someone can join. If someone's feeling up to it, I'll post a link in here. Let's see if this works. YouTube, send. If someone wants to join, jump on board, talk. I'll coach you. Any issues you're having, We can talk about it. Holy smokes, guys. I'm on treadmill, incline 4, speed 4. Holy, I'm sweating. I really do prefer, like I said, the stationary bike lately. I just go on there and I'll pull up a YouTube video and just kind of cruise 30 minutes, an hour. I'll just, watch a video, some kind of YouTube video about finance or philosophy or a book summary. That way it's kind of like, feels like a bit of a learning thing. Just keeps my brain busy while I'm moving. But to be honest, a lot of my content lately, I've been talking about not fat loss, but muscle gain, getting started in the gym. Because I think that the whole losing fat thing was hugely transformative for me. But after I lost the fat and I got lean, building muscle was really, I think, the big unlock for me as far as long-term, something that kept me excited, that kept me motivated with training. Because losing fat is fast, man. Like, depending how big you are, a pound to 2.5 pounds of fat every week. Like, do that for a year, most people are going to be as lean as they want to be. Sir Cerebros, I'm so happy that I could help you with the content. I'm curious, what particularly you find most useful? Is it the training stuff? Is it the is it the exercise demos? Is it the nutrition stuff? Benjamin is in the studio. How do I add you? Add. What's up, Benjamin?
Hey man, can you hear me?
Yeah, dude. Wait a sec. Here, let me get my.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, dude.
Sick.
Can you hear me now? Wait a sec. Here, let me get my.
I just don't know if I got to have you muted on YouTube or what. I just don't know if I got to have you muted on YouTube or what.
Yo, Benjamin.
Okay, so there's a delay, but that's all right.
Oh, there's a bit of a delay. All good.
Okay,
Dude,
so
bring me up to speed. What have you been doing?
There's a bit of a delay.
Dude, bring me up to speed. What have you been doing?
Yeah, so it's been kind of a weird time in my life. I'm just getting my fitness back from where it was like 18 months ago. I was in pretty good shape then. I was doing a lot of cardio, especially I was running. I was doing 5Ks like 5 times a week. And then the winter kind of just went crazy and work went crazy and my fitness went gone. It was totally gone. And then I smashed my wrist to hell. I broke it, broke both arm bones in my arm, and it was just terrible. So I'm just getting back at it now, and it's a little discouraging to know that my fitness used to be so good and now it's so not. But it does feel good to be getting back at it, and I do feel confident that I can get back there again. It's just a lot of work.
Oh man, dude, that's dope. I don't know if you guys can hear, but Benjamin, he was running 5K 5 times a week. Let me know if you can hear him in the chat, but he broke his wrist. He broke both his arm, or both the bones in his arm. And now he's getting back into it and getting back to where he was 18 months ago. Dude, that is so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Have you been incorporating some more lifting stuff and building in some muscle? Or has it mostly just been you getting back into the cardio side of things? I'm curious to hear that, because I know that for a lot of people who have always been a runner or they always love doing the cardio thing, it can be a bit of a leap to get into the gym and get started with the training. And that's awesome to hear that everyone on the stream can hear Benjamin too. Dude, you're inspiring some people. I guarantee it. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into lifting a bit, but the problem is I never really was into lifting and I never really learned how to lift. And I kind of want to learn because, I want to be big. I want to be bigger anyway, but it's, I don't really know how. And I was getting back there before I broke my arm, but, just all the physio and everything was the first step, but still strengthening it. And yeah, I want to get back at more lifting for sure.
Dude, I would say, like, honestly, there is no way to learn this outside of doing it. Like, it's like trying to read, um, it's like trying to read, how to play guitar. There's only so many videos you can watch. There's only so many blog articles or strategies where you're like, okay, cool, yeah, this is a chord, right? At a certain point, we just got to commit to showing up, once, twice, 3 times a week, practice a few basic exercises, and guarantee you, by the time you get to 30 days in, like, you will have that practice under your belt. That's where you start feeling confident. There's nothing that's going to make you feel ready like getting in there. I'm stoked to see that people in the chat are telling us that they're losing a ton of weight. That's dope. So glad to hear it. Yeah, anything specifically I can help you with, Benjamin? Training related questions, program
thanks,
stuff.
man. I appreciate it.
Specifically, I can help you with, Benjamin.
Training
related questions.
As far as anything specifically, I think I'm all right. Just I gotta just get the routine back. The routine's so important to me. Learning to enjoy it again. But other than that, no. I love your content though. It's super motivating, and you look great, and I want to be like that.
Dude, I'm so happy to hear that. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. I don't want to take all your time here, but I really do appreciate you jumping on and sharing your story, man. This is really something I want to do more, is connect with people. And it's really nice for me to make videos from my living room, but being actually able to talk to you, Benjamin, and hear your story and some of the things you've been going through, dude, like, that's what I love. Totally candidly, I'll stop walking on the treadmill for a second to say this, but I used to run an in-person personal training facility here locally, and training my clients 40, 50 hours a week of in-person interaction was something that I really thrived on. I loved seeing people actually train and hear their stories and help them, troubleshoot their challenges. And that's exactly what I do with remote coaching now. But fuck, man, I just love that. I love that interaction. And I asked the gym owner here, the gym where Jay and I train, I was like, yo, there's Jay. I was like, yo, can you sell me the gym? I was like, hey man, I'll buy this. And he was not really open to it, but I don't know, maybe someday that'll be something fun that I would do. But yeah, I really do appreciate you jumping on, Benjamin. And yeah, man, thanks for sharing. If there's ever anything I can help with, you know how to find me. My door's always open. Anyone else who wants to jump on board, feel free to click the link in the chat there, and you can jump on and chat with me. I think we're going to do another 5 or so minutes of cardio. Then I got to get back, have a shower, and I've got a consultation call with a guy who wants to hear about some coaching tonight, which would be really cool. Alan said I'm an incredible coach. Dude, thank you. You are an incredible guy to work with. And Benjamin, thank you for your time, dude. I'm just trying to connect with folks, like I said. Yeah, man, honestly, right now my mouth is still kind of on fire from 3 hours ago when I ate that Carolina Reaper pepper. Holy smokes, that was spicy. But so good. I don't know how people do this as like a hobby. Ugh, God, people like, yeah, I collect these hot sauces and I got the hotter the better. I'm like, man, do you not love like actually tasting the food, or you just want to burn your tongue out of your mouth hole? Like, what the hell? I drank a Budweiser last night too, which was pretty underwhelming. Haven't had one in a while. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just like, it's crushable. It tastes like basically nothing. But like, I feel like if I'm gonna have a beer, I want it to be a little more substantial. I want a little more oomph, you know what I mean? I don't need like a crazy IPA or anything, but just give me a little something. Or if I'm gonna have like a light crispy beer, don't make it pretend to be anything else. Just give me the frickin' Asahi, Sapporo, Corona, nice and light. Drink the whole thing in 3 sips. Oh, that's great too. Nothing in between. That's it. Just give me one end of the spectrum or the other. I hope you guys did your cardio this week. I can't tell you how beneficial it's been for me as a dude who's really mostly interested in the fitness, strength, muscle growth side of things of this whole fitness realm. I often get very focused on that, and I tend to kind of let the more health, wellness side of things fall outside of my direct focus. But whenever I really make an effort to take care of that stuff, whether it's with stress management or cardio or community, friends, etc., like I just feel so much better. And I hate it. I fucking hate it because it's all the boring ass advice that you should be doing. And it fucking works. I hate that. Oh, I just hit my step goal. This knockoff Fitbit I have, it vibrates when I get to 8,000 steps, which is kind of cool. Oh, it's like my little tactile reminder that I hit my target for the day. Oh, man. We're almost done here. Final minutes. I'm going to wipe down this thing because I've been sweating all over it. Oh, man. This week, I got some video ideas. Something I've been hearing a lot about, people asking me about reverse diets, metabolic flexibility, metabolic adaptation, calorie burn slowing down as you get smaller, etc. So I'm going to make a video about the reverse diet thing. A lot of people have been asking about that. And I'll probably make a video more specifically about some training that I've been doing to grow specific body parts. Because I made a video all about chest. And a lot of people messaged me saying that they loved the really specific guidelines that I gave specifically for training chest, the rep ranges I like, the exercises I like. Because, yeah, weirdly, it is the muscle group I think I've seen some of the most progress in over the past 2 years or so. My pecs have just grown a ton from changing how I trained them largely. It's not that I wasn't training them either before. Like, man, I was benching a ton. But changing things up helped me a lot. High five. Oh, wipe time. Oh, and I got some chicken thighs that just came out of the oven at home. Dinner's gonna be good. What's everyone having for dinner? Oh, thank you. Yep. Boom. Always spray down your equipment. Alan asks, any book recommendations, new book recommendations? 2 that I've been reading that I really liked. Number 1 is The Courage to be Disliked, which is a really cool. Yeah, he already read 4,000 Weeks. He likes it. Yeah, The Courage to be Disliked is really good. That just talks all about, how largely our perception of ourselves and our ideas about our past kind of shape our day-to-day choices and how we decide to go through life, which is an interesting concept. It kind of runs a little bit contrary to typical psychology ideas that say we are a product of our past and our circumstances, which some people call determinism. Yeah, okay. I'm sweaty. Let's get outside here. Ryan says he's also having chicken thighs for dinner. Delicious, the best. This dog is always outside our gym. His name's Cassius, which is funny because we just brought a guy onto our coaching roster last week named Cassius. Cassius, yeah. Yeah, chicken thighs are so much better than chicken breast. Here we go, headed home. We live pretty close to the gym, so we actually normally walk, but today I was tight on time, so we just drove down here, and that way I can make it back in time for my little shower and a consultation call. But folks, thank you so much for jumping on, doing cardio with me. Benjamin, especially want to shout out to you for jumping on board, chatting with me. That takes some guts, man. And yeah, you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And we'll see you very soon. Peace.